boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Now, it's one of them situations where Deadpool and Wolverine was an absolute smash hit at the box office. It is the #1 R-rated movie of all time, and it was just absolute 100% a fan-made for fans kind of movie, and it gave us almost everything we could have possibly asked for with so many incredible cameos that were absolutely central to the studio or central to the story out there, and it really did not give us any kind of extra nonsense that we did not need. But one of the things that was probably an absolute huge hit, well, was a huge hit with all the fans out there, something that people have been asking for, something they've been fantasizing about for a very long time, was none other than the appearance of the Calverine. Yes, boys and girls, Henry Cavill, one of our most beloved fan favorite actors out there. I absolutely sent for Henry Cavill. I will not deny that in any way, shape, or form. Absolutely went over so well with the fans. Everybody loved it. There was literal shouts of joy in my theater when everybody saw him come out there. And well, boys and girls, we've heard some rumors from the past, and it looks like we've got a little bit more of those rumors confirmed once again that Henry Cavill is indeed in talks to star in Marvel for a long-term role. And absolutely everyone out there is assuming and hoping that Henry Cavill may indeed be the new Wolverine coming forward when the MCU finally introduces the X-Men in the next few years. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, strap on your buckles and hold on tight, because we are going to check out all of these juicy rumors from Matt McGloin over there at cosmicbook.news, because guess what? His rumors have now been confirmed by several other people out there. I don't think there's any doubt whatsoever that these talks absolutely happen. So we're going to check out this article from cosmicbook.news. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share it with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, if you leave us a comment in the section down below, let us know what you think about this. Did you love seeing Henry Cavill as Wolverine? Do you think he is the best and probably the only the only accepted person to take over the role from Hugh Jackman by the fans, or do you think they should go out there and try to find somebody that's less well known that can stick around for the character for a very long time? Let us know what you think about all that in the comment section down below, and if you'd like to help support the channel, please check out the links in the description as well. So from Matt McGloin over at cosmicbook.news, Henry Cavill had talks with Marvel in August. Scoop confirmed, which is why we go back to Matt McGloin and Cosmic Book News over and over again, because this guy has an incredible track record of getting things right. His sources are very, very good. Once again, my Comic-Con insiders are proven correct, as now it is again said Henry Cavill had talks with Marvel, with it said that he or his people talked with Marvel in August. Well, back in August, I told you guys Henry Cavill was in talks with Marvel. Once again, Mount touting his own horn, confirming once again that he is right time and time again. Also recall how my Comic-Con insiders told me that Daredevil Born Again getting retooled, which was exactly what the trades reported months later, which we talked about very early on at least one of our channels out there that you may or may not be subscribed to. Check out the links in the description down below. My friends connected deep within Hollywood also told me how the Tyler Hoechlin Superman would be losing his powers, which was confirmed in last week's episode of Superman and Lois. So there you go as well. Regarding what I was told about Henry Cavill and Marvel, I was told Cavill could be up to play Wolverine full-time in the MCU. Yes, please, boys and girls, give us the Calverine. Worth mentioning is that Henry Cavill is not the only actor, to have played Wolverine outside of Hugh Jackman. The cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine has also been received really well by the fans. Absolutely, I'm one of them. If you're watching this video, you're probably one of them as well. So yes, please give it to us. I was also told, and yes, he is still too tall, so is Hugh Jackman, and so is just about everybody else out there you're going to get out there that's going to embody this role. It just happens. I was also told that Cavill wants a lot of money to play Wolverine, but Marvel did fork out the cash for Russo's and Robert Downey Jr., so why not Cavill? And it makes sense. This guy has a lot of other irons in the project right now. He's got a lot of other stuff that he's been working on. He's supposed to, as long as the Warhammer 40K thing works out, he's supposed to be in charge of all of that. So yeah, it's going to take some money to be able to occupy that much of his time and keep him that busy with everything else going forward. But since we've heard that like the new dates and all of that kind of stuff are not until like 2028, maybe he's got plenty of time to work on all of that other stuff and get to this as well. But once again, Disney, are you willing to fork up the bucks, because that was one of the problems with Warner Brothers bringing him back as Superman, with the fact that they were broke. That's why we got the reboot. David Zaslav and Warner Brothers could not afford to bring Cavill and everybody else back from the Snyderverse. It would have just been too much money that they ain't got. That's why they had to go with all brand new and like mostly unknown people. So rumors have offered Hugh Jackman could stick around to the MCU as Wolverine, and that even a sequel for Deadpool and Wolverine might be in development, which would be absolutely stupid not to do. That's literally leaving money on the table. So whether or not Henry Cavill plays Wolverine after Avengers Secret Wars or a different character, I don't know. I think it would be pretty stupid not to have him as Wolverine, let's be completely and totally honest. So this is what's fun. This is the confirmation of his rumor. The latest about Henry Cavill and Marvel comes from John Campea. Yes, our dear, sweet John Campea. And if I had the clip, I'd insert it here. Woke, woke, woke. Or maybe the hunted for Tobey Maguire's dick one. I don't know. We could probably figure out one of the ones. But either way, you know the clips I'm talking about. It's pretty funny, as Campea has said, as he told his audience that Henry Cavill in Deadpool and Wolverine was a one and done. Oh yes, Mr. Campea, who's totally down for the spirit of the age, who gets all butthurt when he doesn't get it invited to Disney things, was like, no, I know for beyond a shadow of a doubt that Henry Cavill is a one and done. You'll never see him in the MCU ever again. Oh, the arrogance of these cucks. You can tell Campea is all butthurt about the rumors. However, his own sources have now filled him in that they are true, assuming that he's not making up for cheap views like he insinuates everybody else is. Ha ha. Here is what he said. I had conversations last night via text that basically laid it out that in August, Henry Cavill, or at least Henry Cavill's representation, did indeed have a sit-down meetings. Oh, so you were wrong, huh, John? Not necessarily with Kevin Feige, or maybe with him. I don't know. Oh, somebody's a little butthurt. But discussions about a role for Henry Cavill in the MCU. Now, this wasn't from some outlet. This wasn't from some random Twitter account. I actually talked via text messages with somebody last night who said Henry, or at least his representation, whichever one you want, has indeed engaged in discussions with Marvel about having a role. Oh, yeah. I didn't get this from Nighttime to Shine Hello. I didn't get this from one of the trade magazines. No, I personally talked to someone. Oh, so now you're mad because everybody else scooped you before you found out, huh, John? Why don't you keep hunting for Tobey Maguire's dick instead? Scooper My Time to Shine Hello has also echoed what I said about Henry Cavill that is not known with the MCU. And knowing My Time to Shine Hello, they could have their own sources, or they could have just pulled it off of Matt's webpage too, because we know they all follow each other. So if Henry Cavill does join Marvel again, it's not known when he will officially join the MCU. Henry Cavill has the Voltron movie filming in 6 weeks, which if you haven't already, check out our video over the Voltron and all the latest updates on that one. I'm cautious about that one, possibly even cautiously optimistic. We'll see what happens. And then I believe he is supposed to start on the Highlander film, which I cannot wait for. Yes, please. I love the Highlander franchise. According to IMDb, he also has the Rosie Project and works with Enola Holmes Season 3. Cavill is also supposed to be doing the Warhammer live-action series over Amazon Prime, which we've talked about that a lot as well. So they got the Voltron in the same studio, so hopefully it all ends up working out. Avengers Secret Wars is set to be released in 2027. So if Henry does make his way to the MCU, it could be there or sometime after, because obviously we know with Secret Wars, that's probably going to be Kevin Feige's excuse to clean house. Could be potentially his way to introduce the X-Men as well. But Marvel did also announce 3 new release dates for 2028. Thought to be X-Men related, and obviously 2028's a ways off, almost 4 years. So obviously if they want to start filming about a year before, we talk about 2027, maybe late 2026. Henry Cavill's already got a lot of filming that we know he's going to be doing all throughout 2025, and then if all the Warhammer stuff ends up working out, probably through 2026 as well. So we'll see if the timeline lines up or not. But let's be honest, boys and girls, is there anybody out there who is going to complain? I mean, anybody who's an honest, true fan out there is going to complain about Henry Cavill taking over as the Wolverine role? No, absolutely not. Would be stupid of Kevin Feige and Bob Iger not to do this. Yes, absolutely, because this guy is absolutely beloved by the fans. anyone else you pick, I mean anyone else you pick, you could have Robert Downey Jr. himself try to play Wolverine, and it is not going to go over very well with the fans. They are going to be scrutinized. They are going to be criticized right down to every single inch and aspect of what they do, and try to represent Wolverine and be compared to Hugh Jackman every single time. Henry Cavill is the smart choice. It seems like Marvel is trying to turn things around and start to make smart choices. So why do I believe this rumor is true? Absolutely, 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt. Because it would have been stupid, absolutely stupid, for Kevin Feige not to at least consider this and talk to his people about it. As to whether or not Bob Iger's willing enough to open up the purse and actually fund out the money that they would need to keep Henry Cavill around to play Wolverine, I have no idea. But at the end of the day, it would be a very stupid decision for them not to do it. And hey, we know if there's one thing that Disney Marvel's good at, it's making really stupid decisions. So at the end of the day, your best bet is to make the fans happy, because if not, well, either way, actually, you're going to get what you deserve. Make Calverine happen.